this King George VI chase. 19 fences to jump. And as they come to the first, Night Nurse leads from Little Owl. Over the first, Night Nurse, Little Owl, Silver Buck, $50 more. Foxbury and the back marker is Wayward Lad. The second one they take is a ditch. As they come into it, Night Nurse the leader from Little Owl, then Silver Buck and $50 more, Foxbury and Wayward Lad. And the Easterby pair setting quite a strong pace in this 3-mile chase as they swing right-handed and head towards fence number 3, which is a plain fence. Then they have an open ditch and then 2 more plain fences down the back straight here at Kempton. And Night Nurse in the lead. Night Nurse by some 3 to 4 lengths to Little Owl, 10 clear from Silver Buck, then $50 more. Behind $50 more is Foxbury, who races on the outside of Wayward Lad, being held up by John Frankham to get the trip. Over the third, Night Nurse a bold jump, Little Owl, then Silver Buck and $50 more, and Foxbury and Wayward Lad. And the next one they take is an open ditch, and Night Nurse leads as they come into it. Night Nurse by some 3 lengths to Little Owl. Night Nurse from Little Owl, then Silver Buck and $50 more, and Foxbury and Wayward Lad. And it's Night Nurse going to the 5th plain fence. Night Nurse comes into it from Little Owl. Night Nurse, Little Owl, then Silver Buck, and then $50 more, and then Foxbury, and then Wayward Lad, as they go to the last on the far side for the first time. And Night Nurse from Little Owl, then comes Silver Buck, then $50 more, then Foxbury and Wayward Lad. It's still Night Nurse in the lead, though, having made all the running so far, having jumped 6 fences as they turn into the home straight. And there you can see his advantage over Little Owl, and those pair clear from Silver Buck in third. Then comes $50 more, then Wayward Lad and Foxbury. So they level out into the home straight for the first time, come down towards fence number 7 in this King George VI chase. And Night Nurse on the inside of Little Owl, clear from Silver Buck. This is the 7th. Night Nurse, Little Owl, Night Nurse, Little Owl, then Silver Buck, then $50 more and Wayward Lad. An economical jump there, and then Foxbury coming down towards the 8th. And it's Night Nurse and Little Owl. Night Nurse on the inside of Little Owl, then Silver Buck, then $50 more, then Wayward Lad, and then Foxbury as they come down to the 9th. This will be the last next time round. And the field just taking a little bit closer order now. Night Nurse in the lead, though, just from Little Owl. Night Nurse, Little Owl, then Silver Buck. Then comes $50 more, and behind $50 more is Wayward Lad, and the back marker is Foxbury, and they begin the turn. And this is the point, John Oaksey, that Little Owl, this is where his bit slipped through his mouth a couple of seasons ago.
Yes, well, I'm glad to say there doesn't seem to be any sign of that happening today. He's going beautifully in second place. Both he and Night Nurse have been jumping magnificently, as indeed the whole field has, really. It's gone very much as we expected. John Joe has got Night Nurse jumping lovely, beautifully in front, but Little Owl's going awfully easily beside him, and now Silver Buck has moved up into close third place. $50 more and Wayward Lad not far behind them. What's been lovely to watch has been the way Night Nurse has been enjoying himself. I wish he could just produce another gear now and go away from them down the far side. I'm afraid more likely it is that these others will come and swamp him, but it's not over yet. Night Nurse is still in front of Little Owl, Silver Buck closing behind them. $50 more is running a really fine race. John Frankham's got Wayward Lad beautifully settled, but this has been a test of stamina, at least as much as Kempton can ever provide. So, as Little Owl takes over from Night Nurse with Silver Buck in third place, it's all to pay for. Back to you, Graham.
Foxbury the only one really losing touch, with 7 more fences to jump in the King George VI chase, and Little Owl going on by a length to, in second place, Night Nurse, then comes Silver Buck, then $50 more, and then Wayward Lad. Little Owl over that one. Night Nurse a slight mistake, and Silver Buck goes into second place. And I'm afraid to say Night Nurse finding the temperature just a bit hot as they come down to their last ditch. This is the 14th, and it's Little Owl comes into it. Little Owl, the leader, comes into it, jumps it well. From $50 more, who's going well up on the outside. Silver Buck going equally easily, though, disputing second place as they come down to the 15th fence, the 5 from home. And it's Little Owl from Silver Buck, $50 more, with Wayward Lad getting ever closer. Night Nurse has done his job and is now losing his touch. $50 more, a slight mistake there. Night Nurse is beginning to weaken. 4 left really in contention with 4 to jump. And it's Silverbuck who looms up on the inside of Little Owl, and Silverbuck going on from Little Owl with $50 more in 3rd place. Then comes Wayward Lad in 4th. They've just got 3 more fences left to jump in the King George VI chase, and it's Silverbuck in the lead from Little Owl in 2nd place. $50 more is 3rd. Then Wayward Lad is 4th, and these 4 well clear from Night Nurse and Foxbury, who is continuing but tailed off. So into the home straight then, 3 to jump. And it's Silverbuck in the lead from Little Owl. $50 more going very well in between these two. Then Wayward Lad coming down to the 3rd from home. Silverbuck from $50 more. Little Owl looks beaten 3 out. Silverbuck from $50 more. Then Wayward Lad and Little Owl coming down to the 2nd from home in this, the King George VI chase. And Silverbuck being challenged by $50 more, and Wayward Lad. Silverbuck $50 more. Wayward Lad just 1 more fence to jump. And the Dickinson pair with Silverbuck and Wayward Lad being challenged by $50 more. Very little to choose between the 3. Wayward Lad on the near side, Silverbuck on the far side. $50 more in between these two as they jump the final fence. They're in the air together, they touch down together. $50 more, Wayward Lad and Silverbuck. And it's Wayward Lad on the near side, $50 more fighting back. Wayward Lad from $50 more and Silverbuck. Wayward Lad, $50 more, Silverbuck. Wayward Lad wins it from $50 more in 2nd place. Then came Silverbuck in 3rd, and these 3 well clear from Little Owl, who finished a rather tired 4th, and then came Night Nurse back in 5th place, and Linda Sheedy completed the track to finish 6th and last. And so the result of this, the King George VI chase, is a win for number 8, Wayward Lad, owned by Mrs. S.N. Thewlis, trained at Harewood by Michael Dickinson, giving a superb ride by John Frankham. 2nd was number 3, $50 more, ridden by Richard Dinley, and 3rd was number 7, Silverbuck, ridden by Robert Earnshaw. Well, the Dickinson domination in this, the King George VI chase continues. This is the 4th time in succession that the Dickinson family have in fact prevailed in this race. They won it in 78 with Gay Spartan, in 79 with Silverbuck, in 1980 with Silverbuck, and as they came into the home straight with 3 to jump, it looked as if Silverbuck was going to make